Woo, boy. Listen, man, this house today is a motherfucking party. There's a lot of people in this fucking house. There's never this many people. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Danza Project. We got my guy D30 in the building.
Yo, what's poppin', y'all?
All the way from what, Liberty City?
Yeah, Liberty City. Yeah.
Dade County? Born and raised in Miami?
For sure.
Okay. Was good. Pleasure to meet you.
Alright.
You know, like there's so many, and we got my let me not fucking Mr.BHN over here in the side of the motherfucking.
I want to go last.
Nah, I already you're last. I don't need. What do you think I need to do an introduction for myself?
He needs a grand freaking intro.
Who does you?
He needs a grand intro.
Well, let me hear what type of grand intro you got.
Today, guys, on the Danza Project, we have the one and the only. Matter of fact, I don't even want to say it. You got to do it. You make it more hype.
Nah, we already did it.
It's your boy,
Mr.BHN. Nah, listen, man. Everything we do here is live, direct, real. No fucking filtered bullshit. No need for me to do the whole theme song and shit like that. This shit, we were supposed to do this shit tomorrow, right? And then he hit me up with some good news for him. So he was like, yo, I got to come in there and do this shit tonight. I'm over there chilling with my son and shit. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do this shit. At first, I was like, man, let me see if I could get Landon over here. I got to get the producer over here. I got to get the co-host over here in order to make this shit happen. But I'm going to tell you this. Everywhere I've been so far that I've mentioned this dude in the little time that I've heard of him, everybody fucking knows him.
Boy.
Everybody fucking knows you. And so, how long you been doing this rap shit?
Probably like 3 years. Pull your mic a little closer.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 years. I've been rapping though, but I started taking it serious like 3 years.
What made you take it more serious?
I don't know, shit. Life hard. You know how that be.
Hell yeah. So you're out there in Dade. Is there other artists that you came up under?
Nah, not really.
So you just decided to start doing that shit on your own?
Yeah, basically. Type shit.
That's what's up. So how long, what am I trying to say here? You've been doing this shit for 3 years. How long did it take for you to become that type of name where out here everybody does know who you are already?
Shit, I mean, good music. Like, you know, as you keep working, your shit keep getting out there, bitches bumping it, they spreading it like that.
And I seen you got like you got a couple big features in such a short period of time. Now I always tell people this shit, like it ain't easy, right? Like the hip hop industry is probably one of the toughest industries to get in. You hear who was it? French Montana talking about it's the most dangerous job in America.
It is.
You know what I mean? And not only that, it's one of the most difficult jobs. Cause like the NBA, the NFL, right? All these sports, you're taking. How many people do this shit in every high school across America, across the world, that's trying to get into this lane?
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And for you to be able to capture high profile features, get on these tracks, what does that feel like? You know, what are you trying to get accomplished with this rap shit? Where you at with it?
Shit, I mean, everybody trying to get to the next level. You feel me? But it's like you gotta work to get there. So we just be working.
And then in your scene, right, out in Dade County has been kind of hot lately with a lot of bullshit going on. Just like in any other scene, we were talking about that Lil TJ shit. Is that something that like you're trying to get out of that like scenery? So is it when you blow up, are you gonna be out there? You can be out in Cali. You can be out in fucking Dubai. What's really your plans with this rap?
Shit, I mean, of course, everybody want to get out the hood, but, you know, put my people on, shit like that. And, yeah, stay out the way.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the hardest shit for most people to do. I feel like in rap.
I have a question.
You're always... Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I have a question for you. Do you have a deal?
Nah, not at the moment.
You don't have a deal. Do you want a deal?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it, yeah, soon.
Okay. So let's just take this, right? Let's just say a label comes to you. They offer you the deal that you want, right? You take the deal that you want. They say, hey, look, here's X amount of dollars. What do you want to do with your first big check? that kind of like went along with what he said, because a lot of people, they get their money and they say, I want to leave. Or a lot of people get their money and they say, I want to stay and help out everybody. A lot of people say, I want to leave and help out everybody. When you get your first big check, explain the first day that you get it.
Shit, I'll probably buy a house or some shit. Probably, I don't know, but I ain't tripping about no money. Like I be saying money.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And that like, but do you spend a lot of money with rap too?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I spend a lot of money on studios, videos, clothes. You got to pay for everything.
Hell yeah.
Ain't nothing free.
I think a lot of people, right, in any industry get that part fucked up when they look at somebody. They think that this shit just supposed to, like, it just comes to you, like, you don't got to invest in yourself. A lot of people forget that part.
No,
every artist that really fucking truly made it, dating back to fucking how Jay-Z came about, they funded that shit on their own. And a lot of people think like, oh, he's lucky, he got this and he got that. That's just how it works all the way around.
It's a lot of behind the scenes activity that go on that people don't see, so they'll never understand.
And you got a whole team for that, or is it just you?
I mean, I just got a team. You feel me? A couple months ago, but besides that, it been me.
And you say you're 22 years old.
Yeah.
So like, you feel comfortable with your team yet? You're still growing and figuring each other out and shit like that?
Yeah,
so it's like family?
Yeah, basically. Management type shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really a lot to this shit that you got to, and I don't be having time for it all the time. So it's perfect when somebody else could do it for me.
And what is it like being like the face? Because you got a big following out here, right? And so do you feel like you have to move different because people are looking at you that way?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you got to move different for sure, because it's a lot of hate in Israel. It's a lot of haters out in Israel, so you got to move. You got to be cautious at all times.
Yeah, you got to damn near fucking be like militant in your approach to everything you do, which is shitty. Again, that's why they say it's the most dangerous job in America.
Facts.
Like they said that Lil TJ got hit 7 times in the chest.
Damn.
And they said that he's if he makes it, I don't know how he's doing or whatever like that, but from the last I seen, they said if he'll be paralyzed. Ooh. And shit like that, all because of somebody trying to come up. You know what I mean? That's the part that people don't understand, how difficult it is to make it in rap music and do what you're supposed to do. Because really, people are just spitting, right? And then it goes down to like this brings it all back to like racism. Right, because in hip hop, that shit is so sought after. Like what they're doing to Young Thug, saying we're gonna use all the lyrics against you. Now, granted, they got a lot of shit on the dude, right? They do, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, for you to say I'm gonna use your lyrics against you, and then not use like movies against other people, like it's really like that. That's what you do.
It's very dangerous.
I mean? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous. Not only do you have to look for, because some people out here, they write street records just because it sounds good, So it sucks. You might make a street record, for your neighborhood, but there's somebody else in another neighborhood that may not like it. And then, so you have to look out for the people out here who don't like what you say. And then you can just be, making up anything in your rap just because it sounds cool and the government's listening. So it's literally dude, there's so many people watching. There's so many entities watching. And I feel like being in rap itself, it like a lot of people prey on people's downfall. Do you think that people prey on your downfall because you make it look so easy?
Yeah, for sure.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, because people be want to be in your spot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be want to be in somebody else's spot. So it be like that.
Have you ever had to deal with, and I don't want you to go too far into it, but you ever had to deal with situations like that where like you pretty much got to back somebody off because they're really trying to not even
really
just
on some
you,
rap
but
shit, but yeah, as a homeboy, yeah, nigga fall back sometimes for their dog before any bad altercations or something. We'll just fall back. It's all love.
And then there's expectations, right? Like people really expect you, like, oh, well, you do this, you do that. Again, this is part of talking about how you have to invest in yourself, right? And then there's people that come along and looking for a handout.
Yeah.
Yo, look out for me. Yo, why don't you let me on a track or help me out with a video or help me get in the studio and shit like that. And until you got everything situated the way you do the way you want it to be financially, that shit ain't easy. And people really, for the most part, from what I've seen amongst most people in the industry, is that shit, all that shit is hard motherfucking work. And for somebody to just come in there and expect a handout is wild. Do you have that situation going on with you?
See, I don't really look at it as a handout as far as my brothers, cause you feel me. I got some brothers that rap too, my dogs. You feel me? So it's like we was all in the same situation. So I ain't tripping. I'm gonna knock out 4 songs. I'm gonna let bro clean up, get him in. You feel me? I ain't tripping on that. But it's like, of course, for somebody you don't know, but you won't let nobody you don't know get close to you. So
Yeah, nah, real shit.
yeah.
That's dope that you say that, and that's important that you say that because most people do. You know what I mean? Especially when you're younger in the industry, letting people in that really, like, a lot of people have bad intentions. You
Yes.
feel me? What is your process like in the studio though? Because you got a bunch of records out.
What you mean by that? Like how long I take to make a song?
Like, what's your entire process? Like, you walk into the studio, you walking in there with the verse ready?
I want to answer that first. I want to answer that because I feel like I know you right now. I feel like I know you by the aura. Let me set the scene. It's 30 bad bitches in there, right? It's 30 bad bitches.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You bring in the producer. The producer, he busts out the beats. Y'all in there vibing. Feel me? You book at 10 p.m. vibing. The 30 bad bitches in there twerking. They going crazy. You like, oh, shit, bro. You look up. It's 2 a.m. You like, fuck. You go in the studio. You knock the songs out in 8 minutes apiece. I feel like that's it. Is that it?
Not
feel
really
like you're
though.
wrong.
I ain't gonna put no bitches over the work.
Yeah,
Over the
hell yeah.
business. You feel me? I
okay.
gotta stand on the business first, then I go fuck off. I fuck off when I told you earlier, like I let bro them record, that's when I fuck off and lay down and go eat, shit like that. You feel me? But when I'm in work mode, I gotta work. Beat the beat. Beat the beat.
So you come in there with the beats already
Yeah,
prepared?
yeah. Most
Yeah.
of the time, yeah.
With the verses prepared too?
I write like 12 bars to start it off, then I freestyle the rest.
That's what's up. You could tell, like, when I listened to the album, I got to listen to the part 2. What was the name of the album again?
Youngest Emotion too.
Yeah. Which is a fire album, by the way.
Appreciate you.
Fire. You could tell that you really get in and you take it seriously. That's why I would have never thought that that's what he was doing inside of the studio, because you could hear it. Obviously, you ain't get the chance to listen to the music yet.
I did.
But okay,
I did.
you got the fucking listen to that shit in an hour.
Wow, it was like 2
I mean,
hours.
obviously that's what it is. But
It was like 2 hours.
But no, what I'm saying is you could when I
didn't get
listen to
digest
artists,
it.
when I listen to artists, you could tell who really doesn't have a picture painted and who does. And when somebody comes in there with like intention, which I feel like he does, that shit isn't a joke.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, some people come in there with the bullshit bars, talking about absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? They're the whole song sounds like they're trying to figure it out themselves. Like, again, there's so many motherfucking artists.
I mean, your music does sound put together.
Yeah,
It
and
does
that's
sound
why
well
you
put
could hear that he takes the shit seriously. You could tell it's work.
But I was more on an approach of like, there's some people, when you listen to somebody's music, you can say, hey, this person just started. And then you can listen to some people's music and you say, hey, they're still in the midst of perfecting their craft. I feel like you have perfected your sound. Of course, there's room for growth. Do you think there's room for growth?
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
I feel like you have perfected your sound. So that's why I was kind of thinking, he's young. He going to the studio. He turning up. He's already perfected his craft. So he knows he's going to knock out a song in 8 minutes. He knows it. But I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out, can you walk us through literally like the moment you step in the studio till the song is done?
Shit, I walk in the booth, play the beat, roll up real quick, pull up, and I go in the stool type shit. You feel me? It'll probably, depending on how I'm feeling, it gonna take like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
That's wild.
I kind of felt that.
Now that's wild, because I did music, and I obviously understand the experience going from, the engineer sitting in there working his magic, you know what I mean, throwing the beat on, making sure that everything is great. It always took me a minute because I always wanted to get it, but there's some people. Again, I although I did music, I wouldn't call myself like some artist in it. You know what I mean? I did it because I enjoyed it. You feel
Facts.
me? Now, obviously, there's a difference when I hear an artist that I feel like is dope. So obviously, I agree with him, and I think that if I were to look at you and say where I feel like it's going, I feel like you're somebody that's gonna pave a lane for a lot of people because I do feel like you perfected your sound where your sound's gonna be at just 22 years old. So I feel like anybody you put on, I don't think you'll put them on unless they were really taking that shit seriously.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think you want to just. I mean, obviously you'll get on a track with somebody and do whatever. You know what I mean? But
You don't want nobody to slow down
anybody
his
that's
motion.
really fucking with you, I feel like anybody that's really fucking with you in the music shit, you probably want them to take it mad serious.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there because it's D30? What is it? ABK?
Nah, that's my Instagram name. It's just D30, probably my artist name.
Okay, is there a couple artists in your camp or is it just you?
Nah, yeah, for sure. It's a couple artists everywhere.
What is ABK?
All about knowledge,
All about
Fire.
knowledge.
for sure.
That's real fire.
I don't know if you guys can see right now, but this dude has the biggest freaking diamond, freaking gold, freaking piece of art I have probably ever seen in my life in person. Not gonna lie to you.
That shit
That's
is fire.
That's a fire piece, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Appreciate you.
That shit is definitely
I need
fire.
to borrow that. For like a photo shoot or something. What does a piece like that hit for?
It go for different amounts type shit, you know. You just gotta have connections with your jeweler.
Absolutely.
Oh, so the jeweler's like, hey, we fuck with you. Like we finna slide
be-
you this for the free ski.
It'll be like that. They'll do that, but I ain't do that though. But they do that too though.
So
hell yeah.
what did you drop on the piece?
Shit, for this, I probably drop like 25K.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that shit is fire.
Nuts. What about the necklace?
20.
20. God damn.
Nah, that shit is fire.
I'm not from Miami, but I learned this new word, right? And I don't know if this word applies to anybody. I'm from Michigan. I don't know. But I heard this word called jouet.
Duet.
What is it?
But some people say jouet, some people say duet.
Duet. Americans say duet.
Okay.
Souls say duet.
What is that?
Haitians.
It's like some Zoe language. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah.
But was the jouet given? Was the jouet given, or is the music doing great?
Music. I made money off music.
Okay. The
Oh,
music
okay, I
doing
got
great.
you.
For sure.
Nah, Chris's spot ain't gone. This is Chris been out there partying and
He
shit.
won't let me get on my messy stuff. I want to be messy today. Let me be messy.
No, you can be messy for sure, yo. For sure.
Let me be messy. So
Listen. Since we do this shit live, again, I try to announce this shit to everybody every time they come up here, right? There's people that'll come up here and they're like, oh, I only want to do an interview for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I don't know. It never ends up being that way. No matter what, it just never ends up being that way because people start, every process when you meet somebody is getting to know somebody. So you ain't really trying to like let out all your cards
Facts.
initially, and then it gets into it. Last week, we had your boy, we had Izzy
we
Drake
had
up here,
Izzy
your best
Drake.
friend.
who best friend?
Yours.
We ain't finna do that.
You know what I mean? So
That we
we had
ain't
his
finna do.
bestie up here, and they were conversating and shit like that. And like, it's like you could tell when, and no shade towards him. You know, I want the man to do well, but you could tell when you don't gel with somebody that well. You know what I mean? Like, and you could tell when you gel with somebody because you've been there before. I never in my motherfucking life. I'm sorry, Izzy, but I can never be like
Frauded to the
cool
top.
with someone that
Being another man.
is pretending to be somebody else. So,
So
like
you
I
know
could do
of
the
Izzy?
interview.
You know
I
Billy.
watched the interview.
Ah.
And so, like, for me, it's like, hey, congratulations to you. I'm happy that you're happy with doing what you do. I hope that you leave that lane immediately. Because, like, imagine it was one of your homies, right? Like, one of your homies were out there pretending to be somebody else. Like, that shit's hard.
It's
for me to
coming,
be able
though.
to- What do
It's
you mean?
coming. One of his homies is about to pretend to be somebody else.
Nah.
I
Nah,
guarantee.
no.
Wait.
Wait, his?
Yes.
Nah. Listen, yo, that's a rare thing,
I
bro.
guarantee.
Only weirdos do that.
I
nah,
guarantee that when they leave here, he's gonna dye his hair.
I know that right.
I guarantee, cause we kind of look alike. We kind of look alike.
Nah. When you said last week that you look like fucking Mario Judah or some
Bruh,
shit, that you
no,
would be,
yeah.
yeah, that shit was funny.
It's kind of fucked up, but I kind of do.
Nah, but honestly, you could tell who would put themselves around people like that and who wouldn't. There's something about somebody's approach to life, the way they talk, and you could tell that shit within a few minutes.
Facts.
Right, as soon as this dude came up here and he started talking, I was like, oh,
Cornball.
shit, what the fuck is about that?
Immediate cornball.
I don't want to, again, I don't really want to talk shit.
That's not
It is
talking
what it
shit.
is.
Listen,
But
it's not talking shit. So I feel like this, right? So D30's here, right?
yeah,
I just met him. I meet you immediately. I sit down. I have a short conversation, and I can see that you're like a real individual. I don't want to call you a real nigga, but you're a real individual. I can tell. You seem genuine, right? Yeah. There's some people who you immediately get around, and you can say, there's something off about this person that's not who they are. I don't know if other people look into that, but that's a big thing that I look into. What do you think? Like when you first meet people, do you immediately try to figure out who they are, or do you just let it roll and just figure out later?
No, I try to figure out right now who you are.
I think it's very important to figure out who a person is like really soon, because you don't want that person to be like trying to tear down your legacy, or what you're trying to do in life. You don't want it. So there's some people who I've been very loyal to in my life, and who I've done a lot of things for in my life. And then I've noticed like later on, damn, I seen signs earlier that you weren't what I thought you were, but I decided to like look past that because maybe you were a better person or something like that. And I just think like a lot of people now on shit literally just start looking into a person and trying to figure out who they are immediately, and either becoming closer or making yourself more distant.
you know what the problem with that is, though?
What's that?
A lot of people weren't raised with the knowledge to do that.
That's facts.
A lot of people weren't raised to, like, you had to have a certain upbringing to be able to look at somebody and be able to size them up pretty quick.
Do you have that?
What?
Can you look at a person?
I feel like just because he has the saying ABK, that he does have that. Because I think it takes a certain type of person to name some shit like that.
I feel like this ABK, like I said, I'm messy. I'm not going to lie to you. This ABK means something. I think ABK means like, I don't know, like all bitches know. Like the bitches know it's what the bitches know that the sweat giving. You feel me? Like this means something. But I don't know yet. I don't know if you got hoes or not. Do you got hoes?
Nah, I ain't got no hoes.
Ain't got no hoes. I got all the hoes. Hoes holla at me. Anyway, so I feel like, I don't know, man. But you're onto something with that.
Yeah. Listen, you could, I pride myself in knowing people. Right? Like, I always been able to navigate my way through life by knowing individuals. And so, like, throughout my entire life, even the people I had beef with, I was able to fuck with. You know what I mean? Because most of the people I scrapped and threw hands with, I fuck with them. I fuck with them because they stood by theirs and I stood by mine. You know what I mean? Those are people that never really like gave an inch. I'd rather have somebody that'll look at me and tell me the truth at all times than somebody that'll sit there and bullshit me. You know what I mean? And I feel like with you being in the industry, is that something that happens with you? Are there people that when you're in the stew would be like, nah, this one ain't it?
I ain't in the industry yet.
I mean, you're in the industry.
You're in the industry, brother.
I think you're in the industry.
You're in the industry.
You know what it is, though? Most people don't realize it. Like, when will you realize it? When will you feel like you're in the industry?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question. I don't know when I'm gonna feel like it. I guess when it's time, when I wake up happy.
Well, like, cause is it when you get a contract?
Probably.
I think when you get a contract, that's just gonna be one thing to say, okay, I'm almost there,
Yeah, almost.
right? Because I think
Still gotta
anybody
work.
that's really chasing something,
Yeah,
they never really feel like they truly got there.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean? It's like always like, damn, like nah, I won't feel like I made it till like as soon as you get the deal, you can be like, all right, now I gotta go.
It's time to work. It's
Yeah, now
time
I
to
gotta
work.
go
Yeah,
hit that platinum record.
yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
I
Or
get what you're
sell
saying.
500,000, and then once that happens, you're like, well, now I need a award. You know what I mean? I need to get to the BET awards and win best new artist and shit like that. So it's always like when people go for something, they're damn near never satisfied.
Yeah,
Those are the people that are the hungriest. You know what I mean? Always chasing something else. I feel like that's something that will be along your way and your journey. What tell us about these albums though that you dropped. You got how many albums? You got the two that I know of, right? And then
tomorrow I probably got like 6
six total albums.
Albums.
mixtapes. Really, I don't
Okay.
call them albums.
Okay.
Mixtapes.
Okay. My question is, when a lot of people get in the music industry, they really don't know the music industry. They don't know the business, right? Like the business is really important. So I'm in the music industry and I've been in for a while, and there was a lot of things that happened to me. I'm gonna say, there's a lot of things that happened to me that I did not know that they could happen because I wasn't aware of the business, right? Where are you where are you with the business? Like, do you have mentors? Do you have family members that are helping you with the business? Are you learning the business yourself? Where are you in the music with the
Shit.
business?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm learning the business as we go though. I'm getting better with it, but I be into it myself. Besides talking to my lawyer and shit like that, you know what I'm saying.
That's the key word right there is the
Yeah.
lawyer. But a lot of people won't have that. You know what I mean? That's important that you do have that.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people try to take everybody's name because they'll try to throw a number at you. Oh, we'll give you this much for
Facts.
you know what I mean, for like an advance, and people think that money's theirs. I heard a lot of rappers talk about like, the label gave me money to buy features with, to buy beats with and shit like that, but all that shit has to be paid back.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So they think, oh shit, they got $1 million deal, they're rich,
yeah,
but
but
really
not
that $1
though.
million is to be used on
To produce a hit
yeah.
record.
Exactly. And so people don't understand that. So it's dope that there's definitely a lot more knowledge now than there ever was.
Facts.
So what are like you got a few tapes out. Do you consider one of these albums an actual album, like your debut album yet? Or are you still waiting for that?
I'm still waiting for it. I mean, Youngest in Motion, that's a classic though. That's like, you feel me? I started that. You feel me? So it's different, but I ain't dropped my album yet.
So the youngest emotion ain't the Carter.
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
That's just the intro type shit. Besides my old shit before.
Is the
That's it.
youngest emotion gonna end up being
Yeah.
the Carter? You know what I mean? Is it gonna end up being like the movie version of it? You know
Yeah,
what I
when
mean?
the whole world click on it for show and play, yeah. They
See,
gonna fuck with it.
Nipsey's somebody I followed his whole career, right? Like I used to fuck with Nipsey back in like 2010,
Fire.
and I used to always try to put people on the Nipsey, and nobody wanted to fuck with him because he had a different sound. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think it's wild how he kept talking about the marathon, right? And then the final album before he got murdered was Victory Lap. You know what I mean? So it's like he ran the whole marathon. He took his victory lap. He finally got noticed in the industry, and then boom. But he took his victory lap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was able to build it up all the way towards that. He had the marathon continues and shit like that. So what is your, like, when you drop a project, when you finally drop the project that you really want to drop, is that something that you're going to have specific, would you, like in your ideal situation, are you going to want to have certain features on there? Is that going to be a solo joint? Like, are you going to do it more like the J. Cole lane where there's no features, all your shit? Or are you going to look for certain features?
I don't really be. I mean, I'll do it with no features. I don't be tripping on no features, but I'll probably do it with features. So, so I can get more exposure and shit like that. But I don't really care for a feature.
My question is this: right now, where you are, right?
Yeah.
If you could magically pick anybody in the industry, I need 3 people. Give me 3 features that you need. Not need. 3 features that you have to have.
Shit. Probably, I ain't gonna lie. There's a couple people nigga bump. But if I have to, probably Boosie. You know, I fuck with Boosie. Probably
Okay, Boosie's
Future.
fire.
Future. Probably Young Boy.
Okay. Now give me 3 locally that you haven't worked with that you feel like, yo, our 2 styles would be freaking nuts.
I don't got nobody locally.
What? I know somebody locally right now.
Who?
What's the guy who does the act like you riding the stick? Act like I feel like
That ain't
DJ
my
T
type of
Time.
Wayne.
I know, but look, this is what I'm saying, right? Like I said, I've been in the music for a while, right? I'm telling you.
I was like, what the fuck?
You know, DJ T Time.
That's what he said. Somebody said that, right?
I don't know. Okay, Tea Time. I feel like a lot of the times we get so caught up in our public image of who people think we are in rap
Yeah.
that it's kind of hard for us to venture off in different genres of music and work with different crowds of music.
I would also say, like, to interject there, some people don't need to switch their lane.
Some people need it.
Some people need it, but some people don't. I don't feel like he needs to change the way he's doing things. Like if there's too many artists out there to think that you have to work with somebody, right? Like there's just way too many. Like there's artists that I would never want to see work together.
I feel like for that artist, there's a lot of artists who get caught in this loop and they're stuck a local artist forever. Because they don't make decisions that say, hey, look, this will further my fan base. Like, what's your take on this? NBA Youngboy and Lil Nas X have a record today. What's your take on that?
They do have a record.
They have a record.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the business. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah,
Pretty
real
sure
shit.
It wasn't his choice. You know how that shit be.
Right, but earlier, you said, what'd you say? I stand on business.
Yeah.
So, if somebody comes to you and that the booty popping market, you know, with the girls in the clubs and all this, and they want you to make a pop record. Matter of fact, if they want you to make a record that sounds like Drake's new album, and they give you the whole layout and the blueprint of how it's gonna make millions and millions, or even just up your publicity, are you gonna do it?
I mean, it wouldn't be my choice. I mean, hell
Whose
nah.
choice would it be?
Shit. If I'm signed, you know how that be. You got to do things like that when you sign and
So-
things like that.
Right now, if Drake, have you heard Drake's album?
Not really. I don't really listen to Drake.
Okay, Drake's fire. If if you know who Frank Ocean is,
Yeah.
if Frank Ocean came to you right now and said, "Hey, I have this record, and it sounds like freaking pop music," and he said, "I need you on this record." As of this moment, now you are handling the business, right?
You're right, but
Would you
I
take
can't,
that?
I can't force myself on it. If I could flow on it, I'm gonna do it. But if I can't, on to the next. You feel?
So the reason I asked that is because I feel this. It's like a humble cocky. I feel that within you. It's like a humble cockiness, like you know that you that nigga. You don't want to say it that much, but you know you that nigga.
Nah, he definitely knows.
I feel like he knows
he
it.
100% knows.
This is what I want. This is what I want right now. I want you to pop your shit. Can we give him like 20 seconds to pop his shit?
I feel like he pops his shit through his music, and we need
He
to play
does,
more of
but-
his music. But I would love for him to pop his shit. That's why I'm always willing to hand over the liquor to anybody that wants to take a sip. You know what I mean?
I
But-
want you to pop your shit, man. Like because you're so cool right now. I feel like you should have a leather coat on. Like I'm telling you, I'm so serious. I feel like there should be like smoke. Like what's that fucking smoke effect? He should have smoke and some shades on right now. He's so cool. I want you to pop your shit. I want you to talk so much shit on this show right now that they like, yo, you know what? That's the most memorable nigga. I will never forget his face ever. I will never forget his name. I'll never forget his music. Let me hear your pop your shit. Who is
Ain't
D30?
really, it ain't really nothing to pop. You
Who
feel
is
me? I mean,
D30?
they know Liberty City, man.
Who
The
is
Biddy.
D30?
The hardest nigga in Miami?
Okay, what's that?
Huh?
Who the hardest nigga in Miami?
D30. Look him up.
Okay. I respect it. He don't want to pop his shit. He's
Yeah,
trying
I don't do too much talking.
Nah,
man.
you could
feel me?
see. That's what it is, though. Like again, that's I hear you. I really do. I hear what you're saying.
I want to pop his
I
shit.
hear what he's saying. There's so many different motherfucking personalities. We had so many people on the show, right? Where there's certain people that talk like that just aren't that. Most people that really don't get into it, you just kind of get that feeling, right? Like I'll be 100 with anybody that's at any time because I don't really give a fuck. It is what it is, right? If I felt like you were coming up here and there was a bunch of fake shit, I would look bored, right? I'd be sitting here like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What am I gonna say right here, right now? Like I appreciate where you're coming from and that you're authentic. I'd rather people be authentic than to do something they're not. He doesn't need to pop his shit. You could tell he's not somebody that really does all the talking. You know what I mean? That's what he gets inside of the booth for, rolls up, drops the record for, and talks his shit on there. You know what I mean? Some people really don't sit. Like, how many times have you been around a circle where somebody in that circle don't talk, but that person is really about that?
I
You know
want
what I mean?
him
So, like,
to pop his shit.
Of course, we
I
all
want
want
him
this
to.
show.
Like, can I get 15 seconds to pop my shit?
Go ahead, give this 15.
Yo,
seconds,
man,
get
it's your
30.
boy, Mr.BHN, man. I'm the coldest out, man. Ain't nobody fucking with me at all. Nobody. Musically, ain't nobody fucking with me at all. If y'all want to bring out jewelry collection go crazy. This ain't the only piece. These ain't the only like I want to hear you pop your shit. I don't feel like anybody's ever heard it before.
I get what you
And
saying.
hey, I just want you to
It ain't
pop your
that
shit.
time yet. So when we do part 2, it's gonna be that time for me to pop my shit with you for sure.
Okay.
I feel that.
Another thing is RP Juice WRLD. A lot of people, a lot of young rappers in these drugs, right? What's your take on that?
Don't do too much on.
Don't do too much of them.
Yeah.
I think young people shouldn't do drugs, period. But
Nah.
a lot of people,
Wait, time out, slow down.
Nah.
but it is 2022.
You know what? Since you
There's a
want
lot
to do
of shit
since,
going
since
on.
you want to do all this shit talking, I'm gonna bring it to you.
Run it.
All right. You're getting phone calls this week
Mm-hmm.
talking about Run the Fade.
What do you mean? I boxed for 6 years. I'm whooping ass.
I'm talking about you're getting a phone call this week. You just got phone calls this week
I did.
talking about Run the Fade. What happened? What's going on?
So right now, I got offered $300,000 for a celebrity fight, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, you're not talking about that one.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, all right. He's talking. All right. So look, can I keep it street or?
You gotta talk your shit. You
Let's
want
keep
him
it
to
street.
talk shit?
Fuck
I'm
it.
gonna put you on the spot to
Fuck
talk
it.
shit.
I
Talk shit.
I'm gonna direct this so you can answer it. Right. All right. Cool. You stand on business, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Is a nigga gonna try you?
Nah.
Nah. If a nigga tries to try you, you ain't finna go out searching and doing all the most, is you?
No comment.
Okay. He might do the most. I'm not. I'm the type of person where I'm like, look, if you got beef, it is what it is. So this week, you know, I punched 6ix9ine, and I'm name dropping. I punched
you
6ix9ine.
punched 6ix9ine.
That was me.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man. You know
Oh,
what's
that
going
was
on.
you.
That was me. I really popped my shit. So no cap. 6ix9ine called my phone.
This
on that-
week.
He
I know.
6ix9ine called my phone. Who riding?
I saw that though. You stole that boy.
Come on,
Like,
man. You know. Anyway, call my phone. Who ride? Man, if you don't First of all, I don't condone anybody
But
in
this
no
ain't
fight.
the first time you spoke to him.
It's not.
Okay.
Second time.
So what?
No, this is the third time.
Why he bring it? Why he bring it back up?
I don't know. I don't know. It just buddy feelings is really hurt.
But he wants to meet you up and scrap with you this week.
Yes. So
That boy is
management.
not running the fade with you. Though.
So management is like, yo, where you at? Drop the low. We finna slide. So I had his personal number. I slid him the address. Everybody knows what's going on with me. I'm vibing. Like, I swear to God, I'm vibing. Some crazy shit happened in Miami already with me. And they upper room. You ever seen Life? I'm telling you. That's who I am. I'm really him. Like I got screws loose.
Yeah.
So anyway, they, yo, where you at? Drop your low. We want to meet up 1-on-1 in the room and just fight. Come on now. You can look, bro, look at you, right? And then look at a 3-year-old Tyler. You compared to a 3-year-old Tyler, you're gonna be like, man, what the fuck is this Tyler fucking with me like this? Tyler keep stepping on my toes and punching me in the knees. That's how I feel with that situation. Anyway, if you know somebody's a real live bitch, are you finna go crazy with that situation?
Nah. You shouldn't entertain them.
I'm not entertaining none of that shit.
They
Yeah,
the
buddy,
police, right?
I'm in the bro. Listen, I'm not in the streets. I used to be in the streets for real. I'm a little older now, I'm vibing, but I really used to be in the streets for real.
You're 40,
like,
right?
I'm 41. I used to be in the streets for real. I'm not no more. The reason I'm not anymore is because they took the fun out of the streets when niggas got to be able to snitch and then still come home and act like they gangster. Yeah. I'm not fucking with that at all. I'm the type of dude where I'm like, if you stand on business, we stand on business. Like when I see you was up, when I see your homeboys is up, like it's up there. You feel me? Like that's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
But for all those phone calls, man, I'm not finna talk over the phone with you. I'm not finna do it. That's dead. Like it is what it is.
Well, you do realize, like I was talking about this situation with you. I was talking about it with my homie, the jeweler, actually. Shout out Kelvin. Shout out Chris too. It will not be a fade, right? Like say you linked up with him. That's all the shit is for fucking entertainment. There'll be cameras there. You know what I mean? Like it'll be a mess. It'll be some situation.
It's gonna be
where-
vibing. I got
just saying the whole
D30
shit'll
with me
be-
now.
I'm just saying all that shit is a joke, right?
D30 shutting all that down. I ain't gotta do nothing.
All
I
that
ain't
shit
gotta
is
move no
all
more.
that shit is a joke. All that shit when you think about people like that. And again, I don't really give a fuck about. I always told people like I sit there, I watch the trolling from this character. You know what I mean? But I don't care about the dude. Just keep him away from me. He's not somebody I deal with, right? Like I don't give a fuck about people I don't deal with.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so since you wanted to talk some shit, when
I beat his ass.
when are you scrapping him?
That's my shit. I beat his ass. He ain't gonna pull up nowhere. I drop the low. I drop the low every day. I can go to I can show you my phone right now. Every one of them boys, all them GINE, whatever the fuck that shit is, all them boys they in my shit every day. I drop my location every day. Nobody ever does nothing. I'm literally at my studio damn near every day. Every day I'm there, I go live, all that shit. They're not on that. Anyway, I got a question for D30. Cause man, D30. Listen, does D30 got hands or no?
For sure.
So you one of them young niggas that wanna you like yo, if it's up there like we finna fight.
Yeah, for sure. We could bump.
So you one of them guys. There's a lot of guys out here who say I don't fight.
I mean, you shouldn't say that on camera.
I mean, but shit.
Nah, real shit.
I mean, I get it though. I get it. But there's a lot of people who be like, I don't fight. And when you say I don't fight, that could, I mean, anybody, you could take it any way you want.
Yeah.
But does D30 fight? Like, if a random nigga wanted to square up with D30 right now, and he's slid in your DM, like, yo, nigga, like, what's happening?
Oh, nah, we ain't doing that type of activity. I'm thinking you talking about in public if it's like that, on spot like that, yeah, but
So,
I'm gonna meet you up to fight you.
because you feel me? You got hands.
You know what? I used to do
Yeah.
that. I used to do that when I was young, but in real, like,
Yeah,
He's
when you
young.
back
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
but nah, it's
it
different.
is a different
They
world.
don't do that
nowadays.
here.
It really is a different world nowadays. You
Yeah, they
gotta
don't
be
do that
careful
nowhere
of it.
no more.
The shit is all
Of
weird.
course, come on point. But if somebody say pull up, we finna scrap. I'm such an idiot that I'm gonna pull up prepared to scrap.
That's not a smart decision.
Yeah, nah.
I'm
Listen,
not going anywhere by myself.
I never
Of
gave a,
course.
I never gave a fuck about scrapping anyone. Like I got jumped so many goddamn times because it don't matter if it's 15 people. If somebody's talking shit, I'm ready to get my ass jumped. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna talk my shit.
D30 ain't
But-
never been jumped.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Almost.
You've been jumped.
Almost.
There you go. He hasn't been jumped.
Almost.
But like for me, it's
That ain't a
like
good feeling though, I heard.
it's fun.
I know that.
It's fun just because I'm a dickhead, right? Like, if you get beat up by 10 people, that shit ain't.
See, that'll make you mad and do some crazy.
Nah,
shit.
but what I'm saying is you ain't lose.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I
ain't.
mean? Like if you walk up, if 10 people walk up to me right now and try to scrap,
Oh yeah, you got.
and we start swinging off, there's no
Yeah, you
way I
gotta
could
strike.
lose.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
strike.
I'm not losing that.
I ain't gonna lie, you got to scrap.
Yeah.
You got to get on your feet.
But that's me though. I'm always talking shit whenever that's. And now, granted, I'm older now, so I've been avoiding those situations at all costs. Because if it does, it's got to go a different route now. Too old to be swinging hands. Right
Exactly. That's where I'm going with this. That's exactly where I was going. Does D30 scrap? Does he fight? Point blank period. You say you too old. I know what that mean.
Yeah.
That mean you done went got registered, you went got legal. And if anybody tries to do anything to you or anybody you love, it's on and popping.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be like that. You're old enough right now. Do you have any criminal records?
No,
So you're old enough right now to go get legal.
I am legal
Oh, you are legal.
for sure.
That's major. So if
Fuck
somebody
you,
run
dog.
if somebody run up on you, it's that time.
Every day is that time.
The upper room. I'm that guy. I got legal. That's honestly how I feel. I got legal. Like I tell a lot of people, like, listen, don't play with me. You never know who to play with, right? I play a lot, so I risk my life every day. D30, when I leave here, I don't know what he's gonna do to me because I play a fucking lot. I'm gonna throw jokes at every person here, but I'm the type of person where I'm like, yo, like, hey, I'm gonna play someone like that, but I'm not gonna play to disrespect anybody. Disrespect goes anywhere in the world now, So that was my biggest thing. That's all I was asking right there. Is like, is it that time or is like, will you actually entertain somebody?
I got a
with
homie,
hands?
right? I got a homie. That really don't ever say shit. No matter how mad this motherfucker, you could tell when he's pissed off if
That's
you
him.
know him.
That's him.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's him.
Nope.
Because I feel like you got a good poker face, and y'all could attest to that. Does he? Yeah, no, or is he? When he's mad, he's mad.
When I'm mad.
Yeah. Nah. So like one of my homies, right? Like when he's pissed, you know it if you know him, but he's chill, like calm.
Yeah.
But you
know he up to something.
Yeah. You know, like it's gonna be a bad day if somebody crosses that line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like your demeanor says that maybe I'm wrong though, because you saying when you're mad, you're mad. I'm somebody.
No. Yeah,
yeah.
I know how to control me. Yeah, for sure.
Like me,
That
I
fit
was
my
always the out of
description.
control dude. That's why I got jumped so many
You
goddamn
can't play your
times.
cards
You know
too
what I mean?
early.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I want to do this, right? You know me, man. I'm a fucking asshole. I'm always looking for viral moments because I believe that there's no regular point of just doing these things if we can't reach an audience that we've never reached, right? So my question for you is, I want to stir up a little bit. Married, single, whoever the fuck. Give me your top 3 Instagram models that gotta get took down.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Come on, get close to the mic. We got hit it.
What you mean by Instagram models? Though?
Yeah, what it is because that's
I mean-
Instagram rappers, rap hoes.
No,
shit like
models like
That. I
Instagram
don't know
models.
no Instagram
Yeah,
models.
You don't know no
I
bad
wouldn't
bitch?
be able to answer that question.
What you mean? I got 40 Instagram. Like I'm a freak. I'm a hornball.
Yeah.
His homeboys, they know what time it is. They know what time. They do.
Yeah,
like,
but I
they know it's
wouldn't.
already-
I honestly wouldn't be able to answer the question because I wouldn't really know. Like if you ask me like industry bitches,
Fuck industry, but no disrespect to y'all. Fuck y'all bitches. But
nah. But I feel like that's the real
Instagram-
question I would want to know. Which 3 joints are you taking down if you had to take 3 joints down?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't picking, man. Whoever come our way and they look nice, man. I ain't tripping.
who the baddest 3 bitches that you follow?
I don't want to make nobody feel good. I don't know who looking. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
I just
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm
All right,
saying?
all right. I like the stir up shit. I like the
That
vibe.
shit, that shit right.
I
that's
love
all.
the stir up shit.
All right.
But what is D30's type?
Oh, what's mine? A bitch who get money.
So that bitch ugly as hell. You finna take her down.
She can get money. She on the roster for sure. I
You
like
just-
a hustler. I ain't tripping.
You's a sick motherfucker, dog. She look like me.
She ain't gonna be the main one though. You know what I'm saying? But she
She got a mustache and she look like.
Nah.
I did. So what's D30's type? We need to know this.
Shit, fat ass, brown, red. You know what I'm saying? Nice hygiene, shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense. My type is
Awesome.
different, man.
That
I like 'em
the way he
375
answered
and
that
up.
shit is the dopest shit though. Like that's really what Like I get what obviously we ain't talking about ugly bitches, right? Like
No, he's talking about ugly
nah,
bitches
he ain't.
too.
But he ain't.
He is though.
But he ain't.
But that's anybody though.
You know what I
So
mean? Like,
you got a
just
bad
said
bitch at
anybody.
Yeah,
home,
you know
but
what
you
I'm
got an ugly bitch who make 10,000 a night. So what you gonna do?
So who you take 10,000 10,000 a
5,000.
night?
I'm just making
That's
saying a
a
number.
good
You never
number,
know.
10,000 a night?
Different
So
shit.
how many
go on.
nights she working? But no,
10,000
a day a
good
year.
number, yeah.
All right.
But the reason I'm asking this is because a lot of people don't want to be honest, bro. One of my really good friends, and he's famous. He's famous, like famous. We was vibing with a group of shorties, and he bagged the ugliest chick. I swear to God, she was built just like me. I swear to God, the build was so bad, but she had a bag though. So that's what I'm asking. Like, what is your type? What is your dream, shorty?
You got to be a little standards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like
Yeah.
even
You'll know if she passed the test by. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how to explain.
I never been that type of dude.
Yeah.
Like it's gotta look a certain way. If it don't look a certain way, I just can't do it.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Look,
Like
Got
I
to
can't-
pass the test.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at
yeah,
him.
yeah. Like I can't. I don't know. Like I just can't do it. Like I was never a good like wingman.
Have you
You
ever
know what I
been
mean? Like
the
I'll
wingman?
lie like a
Pass the test?
motherfucker.
Have you ever been the wingman though?
Oh, nah. Nah, I ain't taking one for the team.
You ain't taking one for the team?
I passed the ball. Bro, them the wingmans, though. You know what I'm saying? Them
He the
boys.
wingman.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, he the wingman for sure.
he the wingman right here.
Sure.
We know.
Nah, I can't do that, man. I could never be that type of dude, man. This joint's gotta look right.
So you grew up in Miami.
Yeah.
What was your childhood like? Like, what was the fun shit? What was the
How did you come to be?
Yes.
How did I couldn't be?
Yeah, like was it like what was your upbringing like to put you in the like for the people like right now you're talking to your fans, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of people that are gonna hear you and gonna watch this know you, right? Know you through your music. They feel they know you.
Yeah.
What was it like coming up for you that got you here?
Shit. Dedication, you know what I'm saying? Staying down, you know, just growing up in the trenches, you feel me? You just gotta figure something out.
You had both parents and shit?
Technically, yeah, my old boy was in jail and shit half my life, but you feel me? We was on the phone and shit, same shit, but my mama. But type shit, you know, you gotta play sports. But you gonna be a lawyer or you gonna be you can't be a police, but you gotta be something. So
Have you had those sugar water days?
hell yeah.
Have you had those ketchup and Wonder Bread days?
For sure.
So the upbringing was a hood.
Oh yeah, treacherous
Upbringing.
for sure. It was treacherous for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
What is Liberty City like?
Horrible.
Explain horrible.
Because I'm just learning about. I don't know. I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Right, Buffalo, New York is the hood.
Yeah.
So I know that hood. And I'm 36 years old. You know what I mean? A lot of people will look at Buffalo and they'll think like country, right? And
I thought it was cool
right,
over
right,
there.
like go walk through Buffalo, New York and tell me it feels country. You know what I mean? Because there might be like 3 houses to the block from where I was at. Every other joint was knocked down, burned down, you know what I mean? I came out here the first time I was out here. And my perception of it was like even the hoods look nice.
Yeah.
Right, because the buildings out here, the way they build shit is nicer,
Yeah.
right? Like the houses just look nicer than they do out in New York.
And they'll fool you and you'll buy it.
Yeah,
It's not a bad
and then I'm chilling over there, right? Like the first time with my cousin, and the lights start dimming down, and people start walking on the porch, and I'm like, oh, this is the hood. You know what I mean? Because the shit starts happening. They got the dirt bikes out, the 4-wheelers, people are shooting. You know what I mean? Just it's having a good fucking time. And I'm like, okay, it's a little, I see it. My one homie moved out here. And he was telling me, he was like, oh, I found a dope ass spot out in Sunrise. I'm like, yo, they told me, because he came out to work with me. And he was like, I was like, yo, they told me that that's the hood. He was like, nah, I've been, this area, it looks nice as hell. And I'm like, oh, you're saying it looks nice, but I'm telling you, they said that's the hood. He was like, nah, this shit's dope. Man, he had to move out of there. He went to Buffalo. He went back to Buffalo for like 2 days. His whole house was empty. You know what I mean? Like everything was gone. His pistols,
They broke into it.
TV, yeah, everything. They know he left for 2 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how it is out here. You don't know. So what's Liberty City like?
Horrible. I ain't gonna lie. You can't live there.
Give me your craziest day as a jit in Liberty City. I know you remember it.
I ain't gonna lie. The craziest day, bruh. We used to ride bikes and shit. You feel me? We was riding bikes. You feel me? And it was this white girl who went to our school. You feel me? We was picking on her, like not picking on her. I don't know why we made her mad, but her daddy went to getting on our ass. You get it? So I don't know how he found us, bro. Like school, and he'll ride past and shit. Like, yeah, you niggers, I'm gonna fuck you niggers up, this and that. So it's like a spot like Cuban town, like where all the white people and shit there. That's where we ride bikes all around and shit. This was like a couple years ago. Out of nowhere, we riding on the back street. You just see a car trying to run us off the road.
God damn.
But we know it's him because he always had a bald head with a tattoo on his shit, like tats on it. So we like, oh, that's the what you call it from the school? What the fuck? He trying to run us off the road. We out of there. All type of shit, bro. That was a crazy ass night right there.
Damn, what?
This dude, he's
He
got that
found us
haircut.
out of nowhere. I guess he knew us for like a group of jits riding bikes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Nah,
what
that
the fuck.
dude must have been plotting that
Yeah,
shit
he a
for weeks.
So
psychopath.
what's
Yeah,
up with
nah.
that though? Like, what's up
Psycho.
with the bike riding? Do you do it now?
Nah, hell no.
With in Miami, like I said, I'm not from here. In Miami, I go to Wynwood. I go
You're
to
talking
North
about
Miami.
regular bikes?
Yes, like
Okay.
regular,
regular
bikes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a difference from when you're younger to when you grow up.
Nah, but listen, I go to Wynwood, regular Miami. I go to Lil Haiti. I'm everywhere. Like, I'm literally everywhere. And I see groups of 50, 60 people, not kids, people out here riding bikes.
Dirt bikes, right?
Dirt bikes, regular bikes.
Oh yeah.
Like, they
got
out here.
like a little bike like program on here too.
Are you a part of that?
No, not no more.
Not no more. You were a part of it.
As our own growing up as jits, you know, everybody get a new bike from Christmas and ride that bitch 40 blocks all the way to South
Yeah, they
Beach
could
and
do
shit.
that shit out here all year long. Like,
Dang.
from where I'm from, you only had 3 months to ride a bike. You know
No
what it is.
cap.
And
Summertime.
it's snow, right?
Yeah, it's too much snow. You know what I mean? So you get that bike for 3 months, and that's it. You got to put that shit up. You can't even ride that shit no more. That's how it is with whips too. I'm so grateful I'm not out there because I got that, you know, fume.
Yeah.
You can't drive that shit out in New York.
Oh, yeah, you
know
can't
what I mean?
drive it
Yeah,
out there?
Nah, hell nah. You got to put that shit up for the winter.
You got to put it up for the whole winter.
Yeah, you can't.
Hell
do that.
yeah,
You
you
get
fuck
like
your
a
car
day
up.
where you could bring it out. You know what I mean? You ain't driving no whip like that.
So how you
sitting
move
out
around up
20s.
there? You got to catch the train.
Nah, you got to have a winter car.
Or drive slow as hell.
What's a winter car?
A winter car is something that has 4-wheel drive that fucking, you know what I mean, that you could get through in the snow. Especially from Buffalo, New York, it's got like lake effect snow. So you could end up sitting in there driving in 6 feet of snow.
And black ice. They
You
don't
what I
know
mean?
about black
Yeah,
ice
yeah.
here.
Like that shit, man. That,
Oh, you
I
know about
think-
black ice? Let me. In Hamburg?
In Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I lived. I lived in it.
So
you lived there too.
It ain't no
Yeah.
Ubers and Lyfts around that time.
It's
then.
not a lot. but
hell
there,
nah.
There's some.
We were stuck
There's not a
there. They
lot.
had to have National Guard try to dig us out of that shit. Like I had to jump out my upstairs window to get out of the house to go to the store to get some fucking bread to feed my dog because the fucking PetSmart caved in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how that shit was. It was really like the National Guard. You got tanks out there trying to dig us out. That's how much snow it was in. So like it's a different area. Like the upbringing, and that's why I ask the questions I do because the upbringing is so different. You know what I mean? Like there's
That shit
nothing the
dealt with.
same. Like in the way that New York moves, right? You never know who's moving in next to you that you got beef with until it's summertime. That's why summertimes in New York is just
Oh, you never know because
you know what I mean?
The bitches be
Like,
inside the
yeah,
house.
Summertime's crazy killings, murders, homicides, crazy, right? Because you're stuck in the house, seeing who the fuck is moving in next door. It ain't summertime. You know what I mean? When everybody comes outside, you're like, oh, this motherfucker is out here now. You know what I mean? You start seeing people outside.
Yeah.
Out here, That's every fucking
Day
day.
it's outside, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's your surroundings a little bit better. There's pros and cons to everything.
That's crazy.
that it
I
is.
ain't never know
But
that.
the upbringing is so different. You know what I mean? It's so different.
that
That's why I
mean-
ask about how it is.
How
out
many
here.
days is it inside the winter? That means we be
I feel like-
outside
I feel like we get a good 4 months,
4
of
months.
summer
November, you're in
of,
the
of
house.
being outside. Yeah, like October, November. It's starting to get warmer. You know what
No,
I
it's
mean? That
starting to
global
get
warming shit.
cold.
Nah, that global warming shit is real. Now I'm not saying like I don't want the fucking weird ass people to come up on here that's fucking supporting
Conspiracy
Trump and go
theorists.
crazy on me. But
How far you stayed from the shooting? Like in Buffalo.
I grew up initially that where I was first born and raised. I was not too far from that. A couple minutes from that.
So what that's
Um,
supposed to be like a color area or something like that?
Yeah, all that shit is. I'm telling you, Buffalo.
I'm glad you just said that. So I don't want to get into like politics or anything, but do you think that more violence happens in colored areas?
Hell
No, I was asking like, was it that a white area? Like,
no, because he's
I
talking about
know
the shooting,
that's
right?
perfect.
Yeah.
You just
Nah.
said, was it a white
No, but he's
area?
talking. You know what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about.
What?
He's talking about the area, like what were you in the suburbs or something like that?
No. You ain't hear about the shooting that happened in Buffalo, New York,
No.
a couple weeks ago at the supermarket?
Oh yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
I didn't know you was talking about that.
That dude drove 2.5 hours to go to a grocery store and kill, for lack of better terms, the only term he said on the tip of the gun, niggers.
Right, I seen that.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
seen that.
that's literally what he came to do.
I seen
And
that.
so that's what he's talking about. And that's exactly what happened. He went to a straight neighborhood
full
that
of
was
black
mostly
people.
colored.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But-
and blasted. And a lot of people were like, oh, he killed a white lady and shit like that because they saw it. Nah, he killed a Puerto Rican lady. You know what I mean? He ain't kill no white people.
But what I want to get to is that me being, first of all, I'm African American and Dominican. What's your ethnicity?
African American.
African American. You're not a Zoo.
No.
Okay. So what I want to get to is I want to ask this because I always had this mindset where it was black areas were bad, white areas were good. That's literally how I grew up. And it's crazy because I didn't realize that it doesn't matter if what the area is, it matters what person or people are in that area. You said in the black area earlier. Are you one of those people who believe that black areas are just prone to more violence?
Nah.
You didn't hear what he was saying. That's not what he said. But go ahead.
Nah, cause hell no, cause here people have money. Like you get what I'm saying. However they get it, people have money. So it's Brickell. You know what Brickell is? A lot of black people stay in Brickell, but they don't supposed to stay there, right? So it could go down in Brickell. Like a lot
Why
of
aren't they supposed to stay there?
that's the white folks area. You get what that's for rich people. What you doing over
So
there?
you're answering basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, basically, like, but they don't supposed to stay there, and I don't know who else eyes people. You get what I'm saying? Like,
So
Look, I want to answer that too. There's no doubt about that. Right? You can't mistake that shit. There's certain areas that they try to keep a certain way, like that people, you might have somebody chase you down in a whip, right? Because there are people that have that mindset. You seen the video of that went viral of them
Uber
throwing
driver
a
or
brick at
Amazon or something. Driver, yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit does happen, and they take shit so disrespectfully, normal shit. Oh, he played music loud. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Come on now.
Right. That was leading to the next question.
Okay.
The next question was, have you ever experienced like a really racist experience in an
Yeah.
area?
Spoke about one of the most racist shits ever, but yeah,
That was
you gotta-
one.
You can't use that one. You got to use
But
another.
that really,
yeah, Crackle Barrel. Oh my god.
Wait. Before you get into Crackle Barrel, it wasn't really that because he said that they low key
were
used to
trolling
pick
her.
with her.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, I know, but once you start throwing out words like that makes it.
But you got a
extremely
little
racist.
one. I'm
But
not
I
gonna
need
lie.
I need to hear the Cracker Barrel
Come on,
story.
run Crackle Barrel.
I ain't gonna lie. We was in like Houston, Texas, and so I don't know what part we was in. I don't know. I guess when we walked in, we didn't see nothing but a different color. You right? I think we saw like one black person, something like that. So they took forever to come take our order. They ass in there looking at us crazy, like we don't even supposed to be here. Like we don't supposed to be on Earth. I'm looking like, what the fuck? What the fuck? All the people looking at what they like. I talked to bro. He like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, they racist in here. I don't know, bro. They took like 30 minutes to come get our order. Another person, a different color, came in after us. They walked straight up to them. Oh, blase. I'm like, oh, hell nah. You feel me? We were about to leave, but they ended up taking care of us, though.
I don't think that was a racist thing.
Nah, that's.
I don't think it was a racist
How?
thing. I think maybe it was because you guys probably just didn't go to the front.
Nah,
You guys didn't meet up with anybody, or you guys didn't request.
nah, that's not a good enough reason for you to serve someone after us if we've been waiting already. Does that make sense? That don't make. We could have really sued them if we wanted to take it to another level. You don't think so? Basically,
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so. If I have a restaurant and the 17 people who you came with tonight come up in my restaurant, I'm finna look at everybody's outfits and I'm gonna say, who finna tip me? Y'all all got, y'all got changed jewelry, shit like that. So I'm finna come up to y'all
that's
immediately.
prejudice.
I'm prejudiced, but listen, I'm probably the most racist person you ever met in your life.
I'm saying, but like,
but no, you're speaking from the worker perspective. We're speaking from the people who are eating their perspective, the worker, everybody in the environment perspective, bro.
exactly. If I walk into a spot and they ain't coming at me first, if I walk in and there's somebody else who walks in, like, I don't give a fuck where I'm at all. If somebody walks in after me and somehow they get service before me, I'm pissed.
Yeah, pissed.
I'm mad as. Go ahead. Yeah.
See, that's different. That ain't really racist, and that's like a tough game. Like you letting somebody try you. You get what? It's kind of different.
Right.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm racist. I don't like black folk. I don't like white folk. I don't like Mexicans. I don't like Puerto Ricans.
You're prejudiced.
I'm prejudiced. No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
racist.
I mean, racist wouldn't be the word. It'd be prejudice if you don't like them all. Racist.
I need to get my.
If you look at what racism means, you ain't racist. That's
Well,
prejudice.
I need to
But
get
go
my
ahead.
vocabulary up. But
Let's go.
in my eyes, I call it racist. Why? I don't like nobody but me. That's racist, right?
No.
Okay, I ain't racist then. I'm sorry, y'all. I guess I'm conceited then.
Yeah.
But
Nah, you're prejudiced. You judge people. You prejudge.
I prejudge everybody, of course. When I seen this big ass ABK chain, I said, listen, he got some money. He got them pesos. But then when I seen this twin, my twin, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can't see him. He's off camera. But when I seen my twin, I said, this is the one with the money right here. He looked like me. He gotta have the money. He got a sweatsuit on. He probably been wearing that sweatsuit for 3 days. He got the money. I'm prejudiced. Or whatever you want to call it.
I'm prejudiced.
But I want to go back to this though. No, that was it was off. But I want to go back to this. So you got the exotic pop over there. I see the exotic pop. That's not the color it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
What you got in the exotic pop, man?
that's lean.
Some lean. So do you know about lean?
Yeah,
You do know about lean.
yeah, I do.
What was the first time you drank lean?
Probably like 2 years ago.
Why did you drink it? How did it come about where D30 found himself with a cup of lean?
Shit, fucking off with our homeboys and shit. You know, first started smoking weed. You first started doing everything that your dogs do type shit. We started drinking green. It's called green. You know what green is?
Come on, you know I know.
Yeah, that's what we were drinking first. Green.
Do you think weed is a gateway drug?
Weed is everything. Weed is the best drug ever.
Do you think it's a gateway drug?
What you mean by that?
Gateway is
That it
like,
opens the door for you to do everything else.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, oh hell nah, yeah,
No. No.
yeah, man.
But you did answer it right because it is. It ain't saying that you would do.
Oh
everything
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah.
It's saying like once people smoke weed, right? They're like, oh, I lived. You know what I
I
mean? Because
feel
most
like-
people, when you first do drugs, when you first smoked weed, were you not nervous about it before you smoked it?
Hell nah, cause it's like I always know the difference between weed and cocaine of this and that, this and that, this and that.
Yeah,
it's
but-
differences.
you didn't know how you were gonna feel.
you didn't know by experience. You knew by what people told you.
And I knew how people look on it. Type shit, you get what I'm saying?
Yo, but here goes what I say. Because before I first smoked weed, and I took a long time before I started smoking weed. at first I was like, fuck. Like, how am I gonna feel?
Yeah.
When I started smoking, I'm like, I don't really feel that much different. But like nothing changed.
It was
'Cause
chilling.
the first time, oh, he's gonna be high, he's gonna act stupid or whatever or whatnot.
I'm
you know
gonna
what I
tell
mean?
y'all the most dumb moment ever in my life that I'd ever do. An edible. I never do that again.
Yeah.
You feel me? That shit put me in a weird ass place. Like, I'm like, I can't fuck with that. Like,
You gotta
that's
talk about that story though, because edibles make me.
I can't
paranoid
even
as a bitch.
remember, bro. That shit just had me tweaking, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never used one of them shit since.
I'll tell you a story about an edible, man.
Fake
I took
ass
that
shit.
shit and I took it because I had it, and I was about to get on a plane, so I had to take it. You know what I mean? So that was the worst shit ever. I couldn't sit down on the plane because I'm thinking that the bitch, what do you call it? The flight attendant.
Oh yeah.
I thought she was up to something because there's somebody like I'm sitting next to the fucking door, the emergency exit, and I'm tripping. Like as soon as I got in the line, I'm like, they're gonna know.
She
They're
plotting
gonna
on
pull me off the plane. Some shit's about to happen. So now I'm on there. I'm paranoid as fuck. I hate edibles, bro. I really do, but I still take them. But I'm on the plane, and now the lady there's a dude sitting next to me, and the flight attendant's gonna look at him and talk to him like she knew him. So now the plane starts taking off, and I'm like, damn, this is a setup. There's no doubt about it. This motherfucker's gonna try to jump off the plane, do some bombing and shit like that. I'm high as fuck. Yo, the whole time I get up, I start stretching. But I'm only stretching because I want to sit down next to this dude. And they're like telling me to sit down. I'm like, I can't sit down. My back hurts. You know what I mean? Looking over, like stretching, ready to fight the whole fucking plane ride. Yo, when that shit landed, I promised, I was like, I'm never taking this shit again. It's like when you drink and you get too drunk. I'm never drinking again.
Oh,
Man.
it's the worst.
But the next time I took an edible, the same motherfucking thing happened.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Edibles be fucking people up, especially if you take the wrong
That's a
fucking
bad
amount.
drug. Bro.
Edibles are definitely extremely strong, but me,
We have a white person in the room, by the way,
we definitely do.
that definitely would take edibles all motherfucking day.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like white people's immune systems is just different than everybody else's.
Now, white people just they grew. It just sounds racist.
Hey,
But white people do weirder shit.
They do.
You know what I mean? They just do weirder shit, so they're okay with the weird shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? They're like, it's okay that I just saw a fucking Bob and a fucking mushroom had to go by.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
something's not right.
Like white people love mushrooms.
Love it. Has D30 ever done mushrooms?
No.
No? What do you think would be like the craziest thing that you've never done that you would possibly experience? Like Mike Tyson, he does, what is that? Licking toads or some shit? He does mushrooms, but doesn't he like lick toads or something?
Oh,
too?
that poison shit. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that. DMT.
Yeah. Nah, I don't got no plans on doing none of that. I'm sticking to the script.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the script, I mean, the script is not lean. Lean actually, a lot of people do lean
Listen to
because
this
it's.
advice giver over
I'm
here.
telling you, it's a lot of people do lean because it's popular. It's actually horrible for your body. Horrible. Your kidneys give out, like it's horrible for your body. So I wouldn't recommend it. I used to be a very deep lean drinker. I gained a lot of weight from drinking lean, and somehow it never went away. I'm still fat as fuck.
Yeah. That's why you can't go too hard on it. You know, I know it ain't good for you, but you know, when you go through problems in life, sometimes you need things like that.
What about therapy?
My man, though, but like you're saying lean is bad when you brought this shit over here.
This is actually, it was definitely full. This is actually, if you guys can do your research on this bottle, this is actually a healthier poison.
So
No, it isn't.
It is.
Nah, that's a lie. Somebody lied to you.
That's a healthier poison.
It's not a healthier
For
poison.
sure. It's a corn-based liquor. But do you do your,
He said it's a corn-based liquor. I don't give a fuck a what-based liquor.
is your drug of choices off popularity?
Nah. TC. Hell no. I told you we been on drugs when we were young. Like we ain't trying to be nobody. What you
It's
mean
more
by that?
about the vibe.
What you mean, like
Like when you take something, it's the vibe. Like you don't take it to fucking like
to be a follower?
yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
I think so, man. Because you seem like a very happy person. You don't look depressed. You don't look sad.
Of course, I'm not
why
going to
should it
show
look
you
like
that, but you
It
know
looks-
it's different shit.
I mean, of course, but it looks like the Jouette's given.
yeah.
It looked like y'all getting hoes, you know, like it has to be something. What makes you want to lean it.
Bro, hold on, bro.
Let's start with this question. Do you feel when you make music, do you feel like when you're under the influence, the records are better?
Yeah, for sure. On the lane, for sure. Like, different flow. When I'm trying to turn up, in turn up mode, I ain't really gonna do no lean. I'm gonna be regular. But when I'm trying to mellow flow, talk about my life, shit like that, I probably pull up.
We ain't really get too far into it. I still feel like I stopped doing this for a long time, but I definitely need to hear another track.
Run it. I want to hear something that nobody's heard.
I gotta ask one of y'all though, who knows his music best out of you three?
All them boys on my music.
Who knows it best?
All them boys.
One of you know it best.
Can we do a debut premiere? On
Which
the Danza?
which track would you say is the most fire joint?
What you mean, though, by the way, unreleased or like out?
Whatever you think is the most fire joint.
Man, to me,
Out right
everything.
now. Like, Bray got no hood too. No hood was. What that is? Which one that got 200,000?
No hook.
Not but by popularity. What do you like? J. Cole just came out here last year? Right? J. Cole did the concert here late last year or the beginning of this year. I don't know what the
We
fuck it
don't
was.
know. We ain't no
When-
J. Cole fan.
When he came out, but listen to this. When he came out, he said he was playing all the records, obviously, that everybody knows. And he was like, you know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna play a record for you that I feel like when I put this shit down, this was my best record. You know what I mean? This is one that I did that was the one that meant the most to him. What's that record?
To me, how? To me, like you were talking about, like friends, like I did homies and shit like that. Type shit, the lifestyle, like niggas went through and shit like that.
You got something lined up already though.
Yeah, I'm
Drop
it. You want me to play it?
Yeah, drop it.
Wait. Let's get an intro before he drops it. Is it already out?
Nah, it ain't not.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
So this is the first time on the Danza.
Yeah.
We're listening to unreleased D30 music right now.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah, I'm finna play. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I gotta hook back up to the shit.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Roadcaster,
Roadcaster,
yeah.
bro.
What's the name of the song?
You know me. You know what I'm saying? It come on, you know me, getting money, saying nigga, I ain't tripping. I'm gonna fuck the stack up and get it back. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's on the come on with y'all boys. You connected it?
It's called Roadcasters. Got it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, go ahead, press play. Should go, right?
yeah, you probably wrote this song. Niggas on the road, niggas really get paper. They take care of sacrifices, but nobody understand but you. But I feel you, nigga. You know me, getting money, same nigga, I ain't tripping. I'ma fuck the sack up and get it back, that's the difference. Out the block, I took Jacob 50K for some pennies. With my mama out the sun, standing on different bit. This shit blood, this shit different, I ain't never had no hit list. On Christmas, I ain't get all this shit on my wish list. Watch the rollie with some hot water like dirty dish. I was in the water with the sharks and the fish. I dropped out of school, I ain't really like the list. I saw Big Cook getting cheese, so I paid the fucking attention. How the fuck Smokey died, that shit left me relentless. I don't know if it's the devil, but that shit got me tripping. I know niggas tryna pay for my drop, I ain't slipping. Every car with dark tints, I'm on beat, get the grip. The FA got blue bullets, when I hit him, now he crippin'. Oh, fire. What you know about hitting the road down to your fucking lab? What you know about hitting the road trying to make it fucking back? What you know about hitting the road trying to secure you a sack? What you know about hitting the road when the narcs on your ass? Got a truck of plates and a half, it's a glass. We gon' ship up state, I'ma tryna move it fast. I was bumpin' Kodak tryna hop in me a jag. I was telling custos I'm on the way when I'm in class. You know me, getting money, same nigga, I ain't trippin'. I'ma fuck the sack up and get it back, that's the difference. Out the block, I took Jacob 50K for some pennies. With my mama out the sun, standing on different bit. This shit blood, this shit different, I ain't never had no hit list. On Christmas, I ain't get all this shit on my wish list. Watch the rollie with some hot water like dirty dish. I was in the water with the sharks and the fish. That's just shit I'm working on.
That shit is fire.
That's
Oh, so
fire.
that shit ain't even finished?
Nah.
That shit is fire.
That's fire, dog. I feel like you had some stuff in there that was close to your heart that you wanted to get off.
I will say that
That ain't one of them tracks. That's just a little shit talking track like flow.
I heard some stuff that felt like personal. You wanted to.
What
get
you
off.
heard?
I heard like when my mama out the hood.
Oh yeah.
I felt some. I heard some stuff that was like.
For sure.
Now that
heartfelt.
beat, it could already. I could tell that beat took you there as soon as you heard that beat.
Yeah, that beat.
What is it for you with producers? Like how do you work with producers? You find beats. How do you find your beats and shit like that?
I'm locked in with like 2, 3 producers, like my producers who know how I'm coming on them bitches, so they cook up just for me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Do you do any other beats or is it just theirs?
Yeah, I do other beats. When I ain't got no beats, I still go on YouTube and fuck off just to keep up. You know what I'm saying?
And so you said you got 6 tapes, you're 22 years old. When you, like something about Pac, right? Because I'm that old.
I was young.
When Tupac was in the when he was in fear of losing his life, he was in the studio and he was like, I gotta record an album in a day. What is your process and when you get into album mode? Or is it that all the records are already out and you start putting them together to put into an album or a mixtape?
Yeah, I just be cooking them up, and then I pick what I want on there, type shit. I don't really just aim recording or I don't think like that. I just be adding it up. You feel me?
Is that something that you're gonna do when you come up with a debut album? Like, is everything gonna be strategic?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So what is the, like, obviously, I got my nephew here with me, right? And he's all the way out in Orlando. He knew who you were, right? He's talking to his homies and they know who you were. How did you become popular? What was that moment?
Like I told you earlier, people just sharing it, you know what I'm saying? People fucking with it. If you spitting, they gonna
Was
fuck.
there a certain record?
I can't recall.
What?
Okay, it pop up, yeah. Yeah.
Motion music? So if you're gonna tell somebody that if you're looking at the fans right now or somebody that's never listened to your shit, what are you gonna tell them to go to first? You gonna tell them to start from the beginning?
Got to start, yeah. I mean, nah, not really from the beginning, because, I mean, as you listen to the new shit, you'll go back and be like, I want to hear how you sound. You get what I'm saying? But anyone you click, you going to fuck with. Honestly, I ain't really got, I like all my songs, but it's like, it's kind of hard to pick my favorite. Like, bro, them said so many, you feel me? So, I don't know.
How many songs do you have
Out or do in total?
in total?
I don't know, probably like 600, what, 700, probably some 600.
God damn, that's a lot of motherfucking music.
Including features and shit, though, like with my dogs and shit, but that's still a song with me, you get what I'm saying?
What's the illest feature you got?
Babyface Ray.
Yeah, I was about to say it, but you said it.
Oh, it's lit. That's where I'm from. I'm from Michigan. I actually know them guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know them guys personally.
You know what a question I gotta ask outside of the music is? Because I seen this shit going viral. I don't know if y'all saw it, but y'all had to see it, right? You seen this shit about the father that brought his kid food?
I was just telling them boys, you feel me? As a man, you should wanna make sure that your child, brothers and sisters, straight as well as your child, because you won't want another nigga to do that. You feel me? So it's always best to stand on all business. You get what I'm saying? But he wasn't wrong. But at the same time, if you a real nigga, you'll understand that he was wrong.
Yeah, nah. I feel like as I saw, I didn't really get to see the whole video.
I seen the whole video.
But I feel like she kind of came at him crazy. You know what I mean? That made the whole situation worse. Like, it's
you don't
like
come at no nigga.
Yeah,
like
you could like chill out for a little bit and have a conversation with somebody and be like, here goes why I feel something. Like, communication is the shit that's usually wrong in most relationships, right? We all been in relationships. Communication is usually the part where shit fucks up the most. It's the way that two people come across, whether it's listening or speaking. The way you come across is the worst fucking part for somebody to get wrong. When they get that shit wrong, they get that shit wrong. I feel like she came at him crazy, and he was kind of back against the wall, and you got a camera on you. How the fuck you respond to all that shit, like, on the fly? I agree, like, it's tough though. She's saying that he buys food every day. So it's tough in the sense of, like, He's got to buy them food every
Think
single
about
day.
it. A cheeseburger, what, 79 cents, $1? So 4 of them, 4
I
fries.
try not to judge people's pockets though, because I'm
You right.
somebody, you know what I mean?
But
'Cause
at the same time, if you're a man and you got a family or you got a jet, that shouldn't be no excuse. Like $20, it's not gonna be no more.
was he with her?
He wasn't with her.
Nah, he wasn't with her though.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
What would
yeah.
D30
what about,
do?
is the
I
other
told
was
you what I'd do. I would have did that.
You would have paid for all the kids every day. Every
Yeah.
single time that your child wants to eat, you're gonna bring food for every other child.
It depends how the setup is. Like I told you, like sometimes it ain't gonna be no more than $20. So that mean that'll just step your hustle up. Like
So if
you will give a female whatever she want, right?
no, not me.
Not you, but certain people will.
all right. I'm gonna be real, right? I got a son,
Right.
a newborn. If me and my girl had split up
God forbid.
and she was with somebody new, she had more kids,
Yeah.
I still always want to make sure my son is good.
Of course,
So I'll definitely, I'll slide through and be like, here's for my son.
Yeah.
But if there's somebody else that's supposed to be taking care of theirs, they need to take care of their shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I'm not
For sure.
about to, like, I'm going to look at the kids and be like,
And feel bad for him.
fuck them kids. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just me.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, those aren't my kids. Like, congratulations. Like, I don't got no beef with the kids, but at the same time, I'm not about to buy them a meal.
But let's
you know what I
say
mean? Unless me and my ex had a dope enough bond. It depends on how that shit is.
Oh yeah, it definitely.
So everything is like situational. You know what I mean? If me and my ex have a dope ass relationship where it's like, okay, I respect her like that, then whatever, all the kids could eat. You know what I mean? But if I don't respect her like that, and she's out there hoeing around and doing her thing, you know what I mean? I'm not about to say, here, fucking Mario, here's some food for you. Here's some food for you. Fuck them kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Let's take it
how I would feel.
outside of food though, right? If they were, because you said it could go both ways. What about shoes, right? Your son don't got a pair of shoes. You like, yo, let me get my son a pair of shoes. You go buy him a pair of shoes. You look at the other kids and they got on some bull crap.
some Buddy Lees.
That's some once in a blue moon type shit, because that's materialistic shit. You know, food is personal, immediate shit that they need. Anybody need. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
but let's just say shoes though. What would you do if do you have any children?
Yeah, I got a daughter.
You got a daughter. Are you with the mother?
Nah.
So I mean, me, I'm not a parent, but it would suck for me for my my baby mother to be with another person, and my daughter or my son want something from me, and when I provide it, there's a problem because the other kids aren't getting that, or the other kids might get treated differently because I'm providing more for my child. So if you were not with her and she has other children and you bring in your daughter's shoes every 2 weeks and the other kids just, are you going to buy all the kids' shoes?
Shit, it goes off of what bro said. It go off the relationship, depending on how the relationship is. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's the most important part, and that's the shit that's usually off the camera that you can't really read on a situation. But then you got everybody on the internet sharing their motherfucking opinions,
Yeah.
saying what they would do or they won't do and shit like that. I try to like stay out of it for the most part. I felt like the video was old as hell. I felt like that shit happened like 3 years ago or some shit like that, or else it was spoken about.
That was 2022.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I feel like that somebody dug it back up because I heard about the same exact scenario like 2 or 3 years ago, and there was a video to that too. But it's all situational because you can't, like, imagine you and your baby mother had beef, right? And she starts, you know what I mean, you bring your son a meal and she starts barking at the door. First off, you ain't going to drop your daughter, right? You ain't going to not look out for your daughter.
Yeah.
So you're going to be back again. But next time, after you came at me like that sideways once,
It's different.
those kids ain't never getting a motherfucking meal. Not from me. Not if somebody else could provide it. Now, if they're really like starving and shit like that, first I'll be like, somebody needs to take these motherfuckers' children from you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? What are you doing? And I'm gonna try to get my daughter, my son, away from that situation.
Facts.
But everything is situational. It's all about how the shit is moving.
Speaking of kids, right?
Have you started the process of generational wealth yet?
Working on it
Working on it?
for sure.
That's a very good answer. The day, just say you live to 100 years old, the day you decide to check out, what do you want to leave for your daughter?
The world.
The world.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. I get it. That's a very good answer. But realistically, how many properties do you want to leave her?
100.
100 properties.
Mm-hmm.
That's very obtainable for you. Very obtainable. You can definitely achieve that, and you can achieve that very soon. I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about generational wealth, especially within the Black community. We don't talk about it a lot. We always talk about enjoy life where we are now, and wherever we're gonna go, enjoy it. What percentage of your life? What percentage of your life? And this is a kind of crazy question because we have to work a lot in order to provide more. What percentage of your life do you want to dedicate to providing that generational wealth? And what percentage of your life do you want to dedicate just being that always there daddy or dad?
Shit, you know, when I'm done standing on business, as you can see, I'm still working. I'm standing on business. I'm in the field. You feel me? I gotta do what I gotta do. So probably when I'm old, 40, what? Well, not being a
God
dad.
damn.
Nah.
Now I'm super old. He said
Oh, Lord.
old 40.
Yeah, like 40.
I'm 3 years away from that shit.
The time is
For sure.
ticking.
Yeah, goddamn.
How
I
many
feel a lot
children
older now.
do
That
you
shit gave
want?
me 3 extra grays.
No, ain't no telling.
I got an even doper question. You're chasing something that, again, like we spoke about early on in this conversation, is really hard to get. That shit is hard as fuck to get. Does your baby mother give you problems in that chase? Does she always try to talk shit to you because you're chasing it?
Yeah, sometimes. You know how that be. You know how females are. I don't trip on that, though.
Yeah. Well, because I seen a lot of people, there's always that situation, especially in the music industry or like the entertainment business, where you have to be out there. You got to make moves. Somebody contacts you today and is like, yo, I need you in Cali.
Yeah.
You got to make that move. You know what I mean? And then it's
the
always like,
business.
oh, well, you're willing to do this, but you ain't gonna be here for your kid and do shit like that. That's always where there's that separation and shit like that. You have that situation happen to you?
Yeah.
That's the shittiest.
That's the buzzest part. But I mean, at the end of the day, they gotta understand. If they don't, what you want me to do?
Yeah.
I can't do nothing but keep working until
You gotta chase your dreams. Some people do the shit, don't get me wrong. Some people do the shit and you know they ain't going nowhere. There's a lot of shitty ass artists, but some people do it and they get somewhere.
Oh,
Now-
I got a question. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now I'm about to ask the closeout question, so you ask.
Oh, let me ask a couple more. I got some good ones.
All right, go ahead.
Go
Has
ahead.
D30 ever got caught cheating before?
Of course.
How did you get caught?
I don't give a fuck.
How did it happen though?
Because he
I
didn't
gotta-
give a fuck.
I got a crazy
She went
story.
through
how I
my
got-
phone and fucking I'm typing my code. The bitch memorized my code.
Damn.
I know, and I still got the same code.
Damn. I got caught cheating one time because I was vibing with this shorty. I had my own, my own spot in Atlanta. I was vibing with her and I moved her in, right? And
You were supposed to get caught.
dude, I fucked up.
You're moving in another
It's
joint.
in the crib though. Like she put cameras in the crib. I didn't know. Yeah, I fucked up. Anyway, so that was one of my questions. Another one of my questions before you close out, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to play a game really fast. And this game is it's very simple, right? The game is marry, fuck, kill. Right? Because he hasn't given us any industry people. He hasn't given us any of that. I want to play marry, fuck, kill with the industry.
Yeah.
You can marry one. You can just fuck one only once, one night stand. And it has to be one that you say, you know what? I'm not fucking with shorty. I don't want shorty at all. Give me a marry, fuck, kill in the industry right now.
Shit, I'd probably marry who? I don't know, bro. I ain't marrying no bitch, but I don't know. It's a lot of bad hoes out here. You know that, right? I know.
It's got to be
Ah,
like
fuck.
Beyonce or Rihanna if you're talking about that bag, though.
I mean, but
Mary-
this is a listen.
You know what I mean? When you're talking about the bag, how you look at a female and
I'm
you're
trying
thinking
to
about which
see.
one gets a bag. You gotta
This is
go
a
to-
great way to get one of their attention right now.
Lotto,
Who?
Ruby, I fuck Ruby Rose, Mary. Well, I marry Beyonce. Kill. I don't want to kill nobody, but it's
I get it.
you know what I'm saying. You know how that be.
I get it. Can I do my Mary fuck kill?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm marrying Keke Palmer. That little motherfucker bad. I'm sorry. That little motherfucker. Hey, listen, that motherfucker bad. I'm marrying Keke Palmer off rip. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
This dude set that shit up the whole night. He was
For
waiting.
real, I'm
he was
trying to
waiting
catch-
for. He's about to ask Landon like, "Yo, set me out that clip. I'm about to send it to her."
Send this bit to Keke. I'm marrying Keke Palmer off rip. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but her name is Rissa Too Cute. Do y'all know who it is? Oh, I'm fucking the shit out of
That's
Rissa.
an
Too
IG
Cute.
model.
Oh, that motherfucker bad, boy. That motherfucker bad. And kill what's the name? What is it? Candace? What's the name?
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens. She gotta go.
That's not a bad kill.
She gotta go. Run it.
All right. Here goes the question I wanted to close it out with. Life is is grain, right? Like there's a lot. And a lot of people talk about life, and like you got people that say life is short. But it really isn't. Right? It is in the sense if you even if you die at 21 years, that's a lot of life that you're living. Right?
Yeah.
When you think about your goals in life, what is end game for you? Look at
What
this
you mean?
dude showing these horrors.
That motherfucker.
when you think about end game for you, what does it look like? What's it like? Do you own like he said that 100 cribs property to give to your kids, right?
Yeah.
Where do you see your end game? Like when do you say I won?
When I get 100 million.
100 million?
Mm-hmm.
100 million in what?
What you mean?
Like 100 million in what? Like if you were to ask me that question, I would say like
100 million
my
in real estate?
kids got to be good,
Yeah.
right? Like I got to make sure that my kids have enough to pass off to their children, right? Like I want the fucking
Legacy.
I want land. You know what I mean? I want to pass off businesses. Like what do you want? Like when you say you made it, and I know that's not simple because it's gonna change. You know what I mean?
How old do
But
you get?
what is it? What does it look like for you right now?
Shit. We still racing, man. You get what I'm saying? At the end, we gonna see, But like I stated earlier, I got plans for everybody.
And in your life right now, out of 1 to 100, again, because life is big, where do you feel like you are on that scale?
1 to 100,
Yeah.
30.
Why 30?
Because I'm just getting started.
That's what's up.
Because he D30.
Yeah.
At 30% right now.
Yeah. Nah, that's a great answer because a lot of people answer it a lot higher. I'm like, how? You know what I mean? Like there's still so much life for us to live and shit like that. I feel like I'm around there, right? Like I'm around the 25, 30. I'm just passing the first lap, getting warmed up.
What percent?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. You like on 60%. You got podcast shit. You got businesses.
Yeah,
you
but
up there.
it's still got to get there though. You know what I mean?
50%.
So, like,
You can't be
I
30. I'm 30. You ain't the same as percent as me.
he changed it.
That
He was
means
changing my
somebody-
percentage.
Somebody number.
Vroom. Yeah, I mean, hey, I feel you. But I like again, everybody's this is that shit though. You're gonna be 30 5 years from now because you're chasing something bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once you have that next obstacle, you're gonna be like, damn, I ain't there yet. I wanna get this. And as soon as you get that obstacle, you're gonna be like, that ain't enough. That's what I'm saying. Like some people chase it. Like Izzy Drake, as soon as he gets to hold Drake's hand, he's at 100. Game over. You know what I mean? Like the game's over.
With no money.
Yeah, his whole
Nothing.
life. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter anything. You know he's there. So he's at a fucking 68 right now because you might be able to meet him one day.
It's possible.
But that's what I'm saying. Some people have plans where their end, really like the end of everything, is right there.
And
But
total.
some people have bigger dreams and bigger aspirations. But yo, I appreciate you for coming through.
For sure.
We got to play one more track before we dip out.
One more track.
Yeah, go ahead. Just drop one more joint for him.
Give us something that the people ain't heard. We gotta be.
Nah, he already gave us something
That was a good
give
one.
him something that they're gonna motherfucking vibe out to. What's the track you said? There you go.
We ain't gonna give him that one. That's too sad.
He said that's too sad.
Yeah, some new shit I made 2 nights ago.
See,
Okay, shit.
we the
Here we
first here to do this.
go. Let's go. Oh, you gotta connect it, huh?
Wait, we need to drop before you do this. We need to drop before you do this. We need like, yo, this your boy at the Danza Project.
Yeah.
We playing this song. Give us a whole intro.
Yeah,
The
go ahead,
name of the
let's do
song.
it.
We need a whole intro. Yo, this your boy. Just at the
I don't, it
Danza
ain't no
Project.
name. It's your boy D30 at the Danza Project. But this song ain't got no name yet. You get what I'm saying?
Let's
Right.
go. You gotta connect it?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Beat the top on the block, top wet one. With the man broke in the lake, trying to catch me. Why the fuck you got that pole? No, you ain't for the stretch. Once I pull down the ski, they finna pull out the scratch. 7.62, get it flipping, I ain't lipping. Hit his ass in his head, now we got his brain drip. Shit in school, you ain't with it when they trying to train niggas. Put up, I been rolling up all the main niggas. One night, the bitch didn't book a plane ticket. All he does in my pocket like a fucking pack spinach. In the air. They say fat since they independent. You know we been getting this shit, bitches, Mr.BHN. I need a back end from every play, you know I got my hands. I'm catching backlash from the K when I kept hitting. I'm trying to smoke a nigga, hook his ass while he trying to fit. He just stuck to the seat like he took a shit. Downstairs, hype me and 5 them trying to blitz. I'm about to sign a deal, I'm finna go on my last hit. Like a bad driver, they know 30 trying to crash it. I'ma cut you off before you go at my last hit. That ain't why you popping it, cause I ain't never had it. Had to run that shit up to show they ass I ain't average. Fuck my old teacher, I done ran up a salary.
That's a motherfucking anthem right there. So yo, tell the people where they can find you.
Y'all go fuck with me. D30 ABK on the grill, you know what I'm saying? D30 on YouTube, all platforms.
It's D30 underscore
D30, just D30.
and on Instagram.
Instagram, D30 underscore ABK.
Okay. And then on the Spotify,
D30,
iTunes, just
D30 for sure.
All right, man. I appreciate you. again
Appreciate
for
you,
coming
my
through.
boy.
We definitely
Thanks
gonna have a part 2.
For sure, part 2 on the
Yeah.
way, man. Y'all know I'm gonna pop my shit for you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Landon, cut it off.
For sure.